My dearest Pola, I've been thinking about the past again. About the long-lost friends, our ambitions and achievements. I've been thinking about my mistakes, too. I might have found a way to undo them. A new project I've been working on. Your old man needs your help, Pola. There's some things I've been meaning to tell you. So I ask you to come to Sulislav. Your friends will be happy to see you. Loving father, Joseph Zagórski.
Let's give that engine a spin. Wow, it's overheating like crazy. Hopefully that's not the final prototype. A dirty, greasy rag. A must-have for any mechanic's workshop. Let's give that engine a spin. Wow! It's overheating like crazy. Hopefully that's not the final prototype. Mind if I borrow that roll of duct tape from your workstation?
Sorry, Pola. I've got to have the tape on standby until I figure out what's causing the engine to overheat.
Have you checked the fluid level?
To the milliliter.
The voltage on the power output?
Within parameters.
The airflow?
Perfect circulation.
Well then, I'm stumped. If we're to figure this out, some hot coffee is in order. I'll bring you a cup.
Danke. Coffee's the fuel of good ideas.
Hi, Philip.
Good morning, Miss Pola. Your father has informed me that you'll be arriving at Sulislav, but it seems he himself forgot.
Lost in his work again?
Alas, it would appear so. He locked himself in his workshop again. You know how he gets when he focuses on something.
No worries, Philip. I'll find a way to get to him.
Thank you. That annoying little automaton may help you with that.
Pascal, where is he?
Last I've seen him, he was in the dining room, disassembled. Quite a mess your father has made.
I'll be sure to check on him soon. Once again, where can I find my dad?
Professor Zagórski is in his workshop. Unfortunately, he locked himself in and is not responding to knocking.
Don't you have the keys to the entire palace?
Keys? Yes. However, Professor decided to put an electric lock on his door. If there's anyone here who can open those, it's that pesky little robot, Pascal.
Where did you say I can find Pascal?
Last I've seen him, he was in the dining room, disassembled.
That sounds gruesome.
Not really, unless you consider the disarray he left behind. Professor has turned Pascal off for a bit to tweak some components. I don't know if he got around to it, but the robot is still sitting on the table.
I better go check on him. You keep fidgeting with that monocle. Something's wrong with it. Maybe you need glasses.
No, that's not it. In fact, my vision's 20/20. It's just that the bloody thing keeps smudging. I had a spare, but a magpie snatched it. A magpie! Can you believe it?
If you don't need it, then why do you even wear that glass?
It's part of my image. I have to keep it pristine as to convey how thorough I am when it comes to cleaning.
Seems just a bit pedantic. Don't get worked up so much.
Let me tell you, between Tamara's paints and Manfred's greasy fingerprints, there's a lot of tidying to do around here.
See you later, Philip.
Have a nice day, Miss Pola.
Philip will notice his handkerchief missing. Maybe I could switch it for something else. There. Philip's in for a nasty surprise. What happened, Philip?
My monocle. I tried to wipe a little speck off it, but the cloth, it's all covered in grease for some reason.
Hand it to me. I'm sure I can figure out a way to clean it.
That would be appreciated.
Need something to connect the broken parts of the stand. Strong glue or something similar. I don't need to haul a broken radio with me. The speaker, on the other hand, looks just fine. I love tinkering with stuff like that. Who knows when it may come in handy. Tamara, could you take your utensils? I need to take the core module from that generator.
Oh no, Pola, please. I'm in the middle of painting.
Why not just move them somewhere?
No, I wish. As you can see, I broke my paint stand. It just fell apart.
Fine. If I fix it for you, can I have that anti-grav?
Of course, and thank you, love.
Tamara, it's so good to see you.
Well, look who graced us with her arrival. Bored with the skies, love?
Never. I had to check back home eventually. I'm glad I flew in just in time to catch you. How's it going in the world of art?
I've just had an exhibition in France. The people over there are a bit preoccupied with the recent political turmoil. Valkyria's army came down from Belgium and now occupies the northern provinces.
Yeah, this sort of thing leaves little time for artistic expression, huh?
Indeed. I think I'll focus on creating for now. Paint some pieces, maybe some outfit designs. You know, you still have to pose for me for that portrait. You promised.
Maybe another time. I need to talk to my dad first. How come you chose Sulislav as your favorite place to work?
It is just so peaceful in here. I can focus, you know? I found out about it from my aunt. She lives in Monaco and is a friend of Professor Zagórska, so she suggested I come here for a bit.
She wanted to get rid of you, huh?
Maybe. Fortunately, your dad has more patience for my eccentricities. Mostly because he spends most of his time locked away in his workshop.
Are those your paints hovering in that anti-grav generator's field?
Yes! I found it lying around, and since my actual paint stand got broken in half, I saw no harm in using it instead.
I can't decide if that's brilliant or just a terrible misuse of advanced technology.
It wouldn't be art without a bit of transgression, love.
Can't argue with you on that. Gotta go.
I'll be here if you need me, Pola.
I don't think I can pick it open. Maybe Dad's automaton, Pascal, will be able to help me. This tapestry depicts some sort of medieval battle that went down not far from here. Dad and I used to study it in the evenings, making up names and stories for every one of those nights. Then Dad put this suit of armor together himself, out of old scrap. You wouldn't guess it from the way it looks now. Here you are, Pascal. I'm gonna fix you up in no time. Let's see what's missing. Dad really did a number on you. I'll need some new parts. One of the ocular lenses that are son. A vocal modulator. A speaker, in other words. You don't have your anti-gravitational module. This should get rid of the grease. There, it's shining. Let me put that lens in. There. Blink once if you see me. Or don't, whichever you prefer. He's still missing some parts. Here, let me connect that speaker. Say something, Pascal.
So dark. So cold.
Oh no, are you in pain?
No, I'm just being dramatic.
Okay then. He's still missing some parts. I'll help myself with a cup of coffee. Shucks, it's gone cold. Gerimski's Jewess with oranges. A prized possession. Tamara praises it as an example of Polish realism. For me, it just evokes this heavy feeling, like a harbinger of some kind of burden. Now that's a sturdy piece of wood. The wardrobe is so heavy it's almost a bunker. It would be a perfect place to hide in. I don't see a reason to go upstairs. Dad's workshop is on the ground floor. I've placed this cup of coffee on top of an open engine. What could go wrong? Let's give that engine a spin. It may not be flight ready, but it sure makes for a great beverage warmer. Are there simpler ways of heating up a cup of coffee? Perhaps. Do they involve operating heavy machinery? I don't think so. Here's your coffee. Careful, it's hot.
Danke. Ouch! Even the handle's heated. Wait! That's it! Thermal conductivity. I should put in some ceramic heat sinks over the engine.
I take it you don't need duct tape for that?
Nein, you can have it, Pola.
I'll take that duct tape now, thank you.
Just remember, it's a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly.
There, good as new. Tamara, I'll put your paints back here and relieve the anti-grav of its duty.
Oh, thank you, Pola. The generator is all yours, dear.
Well, let me take this anti-grav's core module and find it a more suitable function. Here's your anti-grav drive. You'll be flying in no time. There. Everything should be fine. Get up, Pascal.
Thanks, Paula. I was getting bored. Immobility is not for me.
Listen, my dad locked himself in his workshop. Can you help me open the lock?
Sure thing. Just point me there.
Great. What else can you do while we're at it?
I'm quite perceptive, you know, thanks to my internal scanner. I can detect many useful objects in my close proximity. Just ask if you need me to point them out. Other than that, I'm always happy to provide you with my sage advice.
These windows don't open. It's breezy enough here anyway.
I have no idea how to use this thing. Sorry, can't help you with this. What am I even looking at? This is way beyond the scope of my protocols.
Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly.
Hey, Pascal. Let's see how this master key of yours works. Open this door for me.
Sure thing, but I may need a little help.
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden. Connect the color-coded inputs and outputs by spinning the nodes.
Sure, I can do that.
Override executed. I'm in.
There he is. At the moment, I don't have the authority to liberate these notes from their paperweight prison.
Freedom for the cellulose!
Hi, Dad.
What? Oh, Pola, my goodness, you're here already. Oh, forgive me, honey. I've gotten so caught up in research.
It's okay, Dad. I missed you.
Oh, I've missed you too. Oh, if only the circumstances were better.
What circumstances? You're being cryptic again, Dad.
Yes, sorry. Of course, I'll explain everything. How about we go catch some fresh air, I think I miss spring's arrival sitting in here.
Sure, lead the way. So, Dad, what is this important discovery you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Where do I begin? Do you remember Babbage's crew?
I recall the name. You tried to recreate Lord Babbage's difference engine.
The result of that project you now know as Valkiria.
Wait a second. You're telling me the sentient machine terrorizing Europe was made by you?
No, it wasn't always like that. When we built her, it was a computing tool, not a dictator.
Then how did she end up as a mechanical brain with an army?
Babbage's crew. We gave her an ambition to accelerate the betterment of mankind. The best strategy she envisioned was to take control. To that end, she organized herself an army, her loyalists.
How exactly did a machine manage to gain political and military support?
While she was stationed in Antwerp, she oversaw the infrastructure in the region. Some considered her the greatest governor in history. Those were the first loyalists.
So they gave her even more power.
Thus became the Dominion. She was a godly machine to her subjects. Seeing how accurate her predictions became, some started believing Valkiria could see into the future.
Babbage's crew. Wasn't it that group you started with your friends?
They were not just my friends. The members of the crew were some of the most brilliant minds of this century.
Figures, since you started Valkiria together. What happened to the rest of the group?
First, there was just me and another engineer, a German, very bright. Then along came Jean-Pierre, a brilliant mathematician, and his lady companion, the archivist.
What became of him?
Some time ago, his airship vanished somewhere over the Himalayas. I thought I'd never hear from them again. But recently, there were some developments about the heart.
What is this heart?
It's a device I created. Valkyria's failsafe, capable of stopping her conquest.
Then why didn't you use it already?
It was too late. Valkyria had already taken control over the Dominion. We had to flee. Then Jean-Pierre went missing, and I thought all was lost.
That new research of yours you mentioned in the letter. You were trying to find him.
Very astute of you, Pola. Yes, I believe I've... What's that sound?
Attention, all civilians. This region has been annexed by Valkiria Dominion. Do not resist. Remain calm and rational. You have been taken under the protection of a superior rule.
Oh, they move faster than I predicted. Pola, go to my workshop, find the journal. It's there with Babbage's crew.
But Dad!
I'll buy you some time. Go. You have to retrieve the Brassheart. And Pascal, you know what to do.
Of course. I will leave your side, Professor.
Move, you two!
Where's that journal?
Professor said it's with Babbage's crew.
What does that even mean? I better take that now. At worst, I can bash it against some loyalist noggin. A somewhat abstract depiction of an apple grove.
I remember Tamara painting it. The professor gave some very specific instructions about that picture.
Dad just can't stop thinking up new projects.
Let's just hope none of them turns out to be like that automatic hedge trimmer.
Yeah, that one was scary. There's an empty space behind that photo. The journal is with Babbage's crew. Of course. This is not what I expected.
It's a microfiche. Hand it to me. I can read those. Wow! There's a bunch of stuff here. Lots of calculations, some geographic data. Gonna take a while to read it all.
Skim it. We're short on time.
Okay. It says, your father has recreated the route of Jean-Pierre's flight. He got coordinates. The first piece of the heart should be there.
What do you mean, the first?
I'm not sure. Oh, here it is. The Brassheart consists of 3 parts. Your father was contacted by someone named Earl Grey. They said that they hid the second part in Monaco, and they wait for further instructions. We should find them too. Maybe they'll know where the third piece is.
Earl Grey is not a real name, is it? Never mind. We'll worry about that later. For now, we gotta get out of here.
Open up! This palace has been seized by the Valkiria Dominion.
Never! I will not let you here in your filthy boots. You'll make a mess here, ruin the carpets, over my dead body. Pola, find another way out. I'll hold them back here.
These windows don't open.
What are we going to do then?
We'll have to create an exit ourselves. Philip will kill me when he finds out.
Worry about him later, please. For now, just smash that window.
Pola! Oh God, you're okay.
Tamara, where's my dad? I have to get him here.
There's no way. He's surrounded by the front entrance. Manfred has already warmed up the airplane. Make a beeline to the airstrip.
What about you?
My motorbike is nearby. I'll sneak past the attackers.
You have an aunt in Monaco, right? Get there as fast as possible. You have to find someone named Earl Grey. And a device. A part of a mechanical heart.
What? Why?
There's no time. I'll contact you as soon as possible.
Where will you go?
The Himalayas. Long story. Go! Get out of here!
Professor Zagórska. It's been a while, old friend.
Mr. Ludwig Durr, tell your thugs to get off my lawn.
It's Commander now, not Mister. Be rational, Joseph. We can solve this peacefully.
We were beyond that a long time ago, you traitor.
You're the treacherous one, Joseph. You've turned your back on your own creation.
Well, the future will judge that, I think.
I know the future, Joseph. Valkiria has seen it. Its inevitability, its trajectory. It's glorious. Shame you don't have a place in it.
I've never shared your determinism.
As much as I'd love to sit down and discuss philosophies, I have more pressing matters. Answer me just one question, and we'll be on our way. Where is the Brassheart?
Oh dear, not one of our greatest landings, I have to say.
Yeah, sorry for your plane, Manfred. Manfred? Manfred! Are you alright? What's happening?
I think I've broken my leg, and I can't open the cockpit.
Looks like the wing is blocking the way. We'll get you out.
Hang in there, Manfred.
Come on. That screw is keeping the trunk closed.
I'm not always this useless, I promise.
Ugh. This piece of junk is too heavy. I can't lift it with my bare hands. The poor thing won't be spinning anytime soon.
It's still very sturdy, though. Maybe you'll find a new use for it.
This is it! It has to be Jean-Pierre's airship. The first piece of the heart should be somewhere inside.
Let's go and explore. I love a treasure hunt.
It may look flimsy, but the board is screwed in tightly. And now I've got a splinter.
And this won't be flying anytime soon.
how to use this thing.
And this won't be flying anytime soon.
Long way down from here, and it's way too steep to climb down. I'd break my neck, and I still need it. What with my head being attached to it and such.
Sorry, can't help you with this.
Long way down from here, and it's way too steep to climb down. I'd break my neck, and I still need it. What with my head being attached to it and such.
And this won't be flying anytime soon. Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly. And this won't be flying in. Duct tape.
I'm not much of a religious type, but since we survived that crash, thanks, I guess. Yak station?
Wow, I've never seen one in real life. Such a shame they never caught on.
Shame it never caught on.
I'm not really the best person to operate this mechanism. Pascal, could you activate this for me?
I get nothing. The mechanism needs power.
It's way too high to reach it from here.
Maybe there's a way to bring it closer.
Can you reach that weather vane for me?
It's a bit too high for me, Pola. My anti-grav can lift me about 2 meters up at most.
That's inconvenient.
Still makes me taller than you, though.
Hey!
Sorry.
I can't lift this piece of junk up there. There's nothing here but cables. A screwdriver, my favorite tool to screw up drives. It's not like this guardrail was that secure anyway. Sliding down a snowy mountain on a wooden board? Nobody's this crazy. The board's too short to serve as a decent lever.
It's my little screwdriver. I adopted it. It will grow big and strong one day.
Just a little wiggle and... voila! It's opened. A rope ladder. Standard issue for every airplane. Just in case you need to dramatically hang on to it during a speedy takeoff.
This is not one of my most clever ideas.
Now I can climb down there safely.
I'm really scared of heights.
How? You're levitating above the ground all the time.
Yes, and it's terrifying.
Down we go.
Uh-oh, looks like the loyalists got here first. I was really looking forward to a treasure hunt.
We should give the wreck a once-over anyway. Hopefully they've left something useful behind. The gauge won't be of much use, but the needle looks fine. I'll take any pointer I can get. I don't think the Loyalists will mind if I borrow their power cell. Or, more precisely, I don't care. I don't see any controls. Pascal would have to take a look at this. Could you help me with this?
From my experience, electrical equipment works best when it has a power source.
There, the laser's working again. Could you help me with this?
Sure, let's put this toy to use. Yay, lasers!
I still need that. Casino Palace. That's Monaco, isn't it? Tamara's aunt lives there.
Dearest, the palace is really beautiful. I wish you could see it with me. It's where I want to hide a piece of my heart for you to find. The sea is great too. Remember when I first met you? You told me how much you like to sail across the canal, and I asked, what's the weather like by the Baltic Sea? Better than under it, you answered. Such a bad joke. I couldn't stop laughing. Meet me soon. Make me laugh again. Yours forever, E.G.
E.G.
Extra grumpy?
Elusive gorilla?
Endearing general?
Earl Grey! I should tell Manfred about this.
Don't! The airship's unstable as it is. The whole frame's going to fall on us if you move that beam without some additional support.
Good thinking, Pascal.
No way this flimsy board will ever hold the weight of the entire beam.
Hey, don't say that out loud. You're making it feel insecure.
I don't see any controls. Pascal would have to take a look at this.
Don't! The whole frame.
Good thinking, Pascal.
There, the laser's working again. Could you help me with this?
Sure, let's put this toy to use. Yay, lasers!
I don't see any controls. Pascal would have to take a look at this. I still need that. Manfred, how are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Just get me out of here, please.
On it!
I'm not willing to part with that postcard yet.
There, done. Yak is working again. I need you back, little cell. The Yak station controls should be up and running now. I can't lift this piece of junk up there.
This is not one of my most clever ideas. It's not that kind of needle. It's not that kind of needle. It's not that kind of needle.
Done and done.
Wow! I did not expect a terminal here. Let's try.
Warning, clock mechanism is malfunctioning. Probable cause, missing mechanical parts. Please follow procedure CB27.
What is procedure CB27?
Fixing the clock.
Oh, right. Thanks. That will do for the hour hand. Okay, I've accessed the controls. I'm sure I can figure this out.
The clock is still missing one of its hands. The clock is still missing one of its hands. The clock is still missing one of its hands. This is not one of my most clever... As much as it pains me to say it, not everything can be fixed with just a screwdriver.
It doesn't make sense. Couldn't they just write down the time? I need you back, little cell. But first, Pascal, would you mind turning off the console? Just to be on the safe side. There, done. Yak is working again. This will come in handy if I ever need to check where the wind is coming from. I need you back, little cell. The Yak station controls should be up and running now.
To what end?
Let's try. It fits! Now I should be able to set a specific minute.
Clock's fixed. Now I need to get the time right.
Unless stated otherwise, the degree C41 applies from Thursday to Sunday and delays the schedule by 15 minutes. The departures from the Yak station are scheduled at 7 a.m., 12 a.m., 7 p.m. Except for the days covered by the decree C41 from February to May, the schedule is moved half an hour earlier. On every first weekend of each month, decree C41 does not apply. On these days, the Yak station schedule is additionally delayed by 20 minutes. Note, the Yak station operates between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. only on the days in which the decree C41 applies. Invalid time for departure. 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 Note, the X station operates between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. only on the days in which the decree C41 applies.
I'm not willing to part with that postcard yet.
Invalid time for departure. 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 Invalid time for departure.
It doesn't make sense. Couldn't they just write down the time?
What am I even looking at?
Casino Palace. That's Monaco, isn't it? Tamara's aunt lives there.
Dearest, the palace is really beautiful. I wish you could
E.g.
Extra grumpy?
Elusive gorilla?
Endearing general?
Earl Grey! I should tell Manfred about this. The sign seems to convey a pretty clear message. City, that way.
This is not one of my most clever ideas. Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly.
Let's try.
Clock's fixed. Now I need to get the time right.
Invalid time for departure.
It doesn't make sense. Couldn't they just write down the time? Let's try. It doesn't make sense. Couldn't they just write down the time? Giddy up! It's a stubborn beast.
Or maybe it just isn't powered up?
I need you back, little cell. But first, Pascal, would you mind turning off the console, just to be on the safe side? There, done. Yak is working again. Won't even budge.
There must be some mechanism controlling the gate.
Manfred, how are you holding up?
I'll be fine. Just get me out of here, please.
On it! The board's too short to serve as a decent lever.
Duct tape is a powerful tool, and it shouldn't be used recklessly.
This metal beam just screams structural liability.
Duct tape is a powerful...
Here, that should hold the beam for now. Now let's just slowly lower the jack. Carefully.
These don't crush us, please don't crush us. It worked. Phew.
Hang in there.
We've came to the rescue, Manfred. You are safe now.
Define safe. We're in the middle of nowhere.
Shush, you're being dramatic. You want to get back into the cockpit?
Not really.
Thought so. How's your leg?
I think it got broken during the landing. Oh, hurts like hell. I can't walk like that. I'll need some kind of splint.
I should be able to salvage something.
You know where to find me.
Hey, Manfred. I've got you this wooden plank.
This will make for a great splint. Now just cut it in the middle.
Sure, I'm on it. I need you back, little cell. Let me just put it right here. There, the laser's working again. Could you help me with this?
This could work.
Not to mention, it will give me an excuse to use the laser. Let's put this baby to use.
Here we have a wooden board cut into 2 halves with a laser beam. Isn't technology wonderful? I still need that. Will this suffice?
Ah, yes. It's the proper length. Now, you just have to tie them together with something elastic, and the splint's ready.
Let's put some tape on you. For an improvised splint, it looks okay.
Thank you, Pola. I should be able to limp around for now.
You look like a pirate. You're just missing a parrot.
Care to fill the role?
Pola wants a cracker. You know, I've seen some comfy-looking chairs near the yak station.
Certainly beats laying around. I'll waddle over there in a bit.
Manfred's here already? How did I not see him passing me? When did you get here?
A moment ago. You told me to yourself.
But you were just... I didn't see you move. How?
I just, walked. You must have missed me.
Right. I'm keeping an eye on you, Manfred. Any idea as to where we are?
Considering the airship coordinates, as well as the scenery, I'd say somewhere in the eastern Himalayas, Nepal, or perhaps Tibet.
That's not very specific.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the map while we were being shot at.
There was this one thing I found in the airship. A postcard from Monaco. It shows a photo of this casino.
Isn't that where the journal said to look for Earl Grey? Show it to me. piece of my heart? This may be referring to another part of the device from the journal.
You think so?
Look at this question. What's the weather like by the Baltic Sea? And the answer, it must be a call sign.
You mean like a password?
Yeah, to identify one another. We need to let Tamara know.
Remind me, please. What day is it today?
Oh no. Did you hit your head? You are experiencing memory loss. We need to take you to a doctor.
No, I just haven't looked at a calendar in a while.
Let's see. We were flying throughout the night and passed several time zones. It would be Saturday, March the 1st, local time.
That's all I needed. Thanks.
So, the good news is, I've managed to get the yak station controls running.
And the bad news?
It's utter nonsense. The gate will only open at one specific time. However, instead of just telling me what that time should be, the control station spews out a bunch of rules and regulations.
No, Pola, don't get hasty. I'm sure there must be some clues in there that would get you on the right track, so to say.
Oh, like a cross-examination.
Exactly, Pascal. Use a deductive technique.
What are you two talking about?
It's simple. We should check if the different directives depend on or exclude one another.
Gonna get back to it.
I'm counting on you.
The yak station controls should be up and running now. Let's try.
Invalid time for departure. Invalid time for departure. Invalid time for departure. Invalid time. Invalid time. Invalid time for invalid time for invalid time for departure. 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 Valid time for departure. Rise in the gate.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The gate's raised up. Finally. I need you back, little cell. But first, Pascal, would you mind turning off the console? Just to be on the safe side. The Yak's got a battery compartment. Maybe that's a better place for the power cell. There, done. Yak is working again. Okay, let's go. Onward, beast!
Hey, wait for me! Wunderbar, a town! I wouldn't have much more yak riding. Ugh.
What was that? Sounded like a thunder in the distance.
I'll have a look around.
As you wish. I'll catch up to you. Just need to rest for a bit after that ride.
The hand crank is screwed into the motor.
Seems like the bike requires some further disassembly.
Let's crank this puppy up. I have a saying, if life gives you lemons, don't take them. You don't need them. You're completely fine without any lemons in your life.
Maybe you don't even like lemonade.
Good day, sir. Mr. Monk.
I wasn't sleeping. I was meditating.
Could you point me to the nearest airport? I need to board an airship.
Your search is for naught, child. The way you seek is shrouded in darkness. Darkness that came on the wings of birds of prey.
Please, just make a bit more sense.
All right. There's an airport at the end of the city, but it's closed.
Huh? Why?
Yes. You see, there's a curse upon this town. A constant storm hovers over the airport. No one shall take flight until the spirits are appeased.
Now you've got me intrigued. Tell me more.
It's only human to ask questions, child.
Sorry, but I can't help wondering. Who are you?
You are conversing with a mere vessel for certain spiritual wisdoms, compiled to guide people.
So you're a priest?
Yes, of sorts. I'm here trying to help the folk live in balance with the world.
Where are we, exactly?
We're drifting on a river of time towards the eternal perfection, child.
Yes, that's great, but I meant more in a geographical sense.
Outside the city of Longda in Tibet.
That's more like it. But it was a great metaphor and all. What was that about a curse?
The storm will not stop until the sounds of the chimes calms the angry spirits.
Why are they angry?
Not long ago, an airship landed in the city bearing the symbol of Valkiria wings. Moments later, a great storm rolled over the town. It's the spirits telling people to oppose Valkyria's loyalists. They came here to seed deception and manipulate the people of Longda to do their bidding.
That sounds like them for sure.
Even when the thunder roared, the loyalists had the audacity to desecrate the shrine.
Then it looks like 2 curses have befallen your town. And out of the 2, I'd much rather prefer to deal with the storm. I'm still not sure if I get it. You'll have to tell me a bit more.
You said something about a desecration?
The prayer wheel, a crucial element of our shrine, has been stolen by the loyalist.
I can relate. They have a habit of storming in and taking what's not theirs.
It is no mere ornament. The prayer wheel allows us to connect with the spirits. and they answer through chimes at the shrine. Without the wheel back in its place, there will be no end to the storm.
Why did the Loyalists take the prayer wheel?
Who knows? Maybe to undermine our faith. Try to prove that the storm is a coincidence, and our beliefs mere superstitions.
Where is it now? The wheel, I mean.
They keep it in the airport, just under the airship.
We seem to share a similar sentiment towards the Loyalists.
Yes, it's a shame that the citizens of Longda cannot see past their hollow smiles and empty promises of new technologies.
Surely the locals know what Valkyria's goons did in Europe.
There is this Russian woman who came to the city. She tries to reason with the locals, with little success, I might add.
Why are the locals so okay with the Loyalists being here?
A crowd is a yak herd. Once startled, it starts running mindlessly. However, the sound of the temple's chimes may turn the herd in the other direction.
While I'm all for driving the Loyalists out of the city, I don't quite see how the shrine plays into that.
When the storm vanishes and the spirits sing through the chimes, that will perhaps untie the blindfolds on the Longda citizens' eyes. Remind them of the true higher powers.
So, you think that the spirits will convince people to oppose the Loyalists?
The embers of faith still burn in the hearts of Longda's people. They just need something to fan the flames.
Sorry, I'm not convinced. I've seen what they can do. It's terrifying. It's not something that can be faced with faith alone. That's insane.
I see the embers in you as well. You may not know it yet, but your fire burns. Make sure it scalds those who deserve it.
Again with the metaphors. Say I want to appease the spirits so that they calm the storm. What's the procedure?
The person who wants to ask the spirits for a favor has to spin the prayer wheels in a proper order.
Sure. What's the order?
That knowledge is to be gained through years of meditation. Handing it over to an outsider would be like handing a sword to a monkey.
Maybe I can get a crash course? I'm a really smart monkey.
It won't work without the stolen wheel. Besides, you are not a part of this community, and for all I know, you may be just as devious as the Loyalist.
Whoa, no need for insults, mister. You're getting really defensive about this. I get a feeling there's something he's not telling us.
I don't know. These spirits sound scary.
Let me ask you something else.
Peace be with you, child.
Peace, man.
Hey, if you take that off, how will people know that this is my stand?
Because you're standing here?
Fair enough. Proceed. Young lady, you reckon you gonna need some spices in your kitchen? Saffron? Mayhap finger root?
I'm spicy enough, thank you.
Sure thing. Oh, and if you don't mind, be so nice and let me know if you see a pretty bird round somewhere, okay?
I think that's a bit inappropriate. This is no way to call a lady.
No, I'm sorry. I mean a mechanical bird with wings and cogs and all.
Sure.
Any other way I can help you today?
I'm wondering if you could help me with something?
Sure. What you need?
Actually, I'm looking for an airport.
Barely set foot here and already leaving, huh? I reckon you gonna have a problem with that.
Why do you reckon that?
For one, there's that storm, you know. Nasty stuff. The old monk says it's the spirits doing. Mayhap there's something to it. It all began when them Valkiria soldiers arrived in town. Now they gathered on the airstrip. Something ain't right with them folks.
So you're saying they're blocking the airstrip?
Yep, that'd be them and the customs guard. He'll bury you in paperwork 6 feet deep.
When it rains, it pours. Excuse me, I need to make a phone call. Can you help me with that?
I can't, but I reckon there's a payphone by the airport.
Do you perhaps have any spare change for the call?
Nope, sorry. No earnings yet for today, except for this penny.
Darn.
Check the trinket shop. I reckon shopkeeper has some money on her.
Let's, change the subject.
Sure, why not?
What can you tell me about the people in this place?
We're a close bunch, but I reckon everyone needs something a tad more to hold on to. Be it religion, like the old monk, money, take the shopkeep, or the letter of the law, personified here as our town guard.
Why do you think the locals let the loyalists in?
It's a stickler, ain't it? Both our local monk and the Russian lady warned not to trust them. In the meantime, the loyalists offered new technology and safety in the streets. Now the people can't decide if they're good or bad, but I reckon one thing for sure. When they do decide, it's gonna be a riot.
By that time, there might not be anyone left to start one.
What else can you tell me about this monk by the gate?
What's there to tell? He's, a spiritual guide.
So how did he react when the loyalists showed up?
When the Valkiria soldiers arrived, he said they're a bunch of snakes. Mayhap there's something to it, 'cause not a moment later the storm picked up. That's spirits right there. You don't mess with spirits, and you certainly don't take apart their shrine, like the loyalists did.
What was that about a shopkeeper?
Don't expect kindness from the gal running the trinket store, unless there's something in it for her. And she puts these unholy noises on her phonograph. It's relaxation music, she says.
I can only imagine.
Well, she recently got her phonograph broken. Mayhap it was the spirit's providence over my poor ears.
You said something about a Russian lady.
Yep, she came here not too long before the loyalists. The lady hates them just as much as our monk does. She tries to argue her facts with anyone who supports loyalists. I reckon it won't be enough for some of the more placid folk.
Maybe I should talk to her. This town guard, huh?
You're telling me. What a pain. She's all Directive B-22 this, Ordinance F-57 that. You can't get anything done without him finding some or other paragraph for it.
Do you think she may make an exception for me?
Slim chance, young lady. Either do it by the book or outsmart him. It's what I say. There's ways around it. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't want us getting in trouble now, do we?
Enough of that talk.
Fine by me.
I'm wondering if you could help me with something?
Sure. What you need?
Let's,
Sure.
I'll be going.
Do come back.
Sounds bad, but is it true? That Russian pilot keeps yapping, but until I see a proof, I'm out of it.
Excuse me, sirs.
You blind and deaf? As soon as these bastards take down the prayer wheel, the storm picks up. It's like the monk said. The nature itself is against the loyalists.
To hell with your spirits. This town is falling apart. If they are really willing to share some of those machines, let them stay as long as they want.
They sure are loud.
Good morning.
And good morning to you. Are you here for the silk? Premium. Only the newest designs.
No, actually I was...
Looking for jewelry? Say no more, love. How about this jade necklace? It really brings out your eyes.
Well, thank you, but...
But of course, only the top shelf inventory for such a stylish woman. Let me present you with...
No, stop. I don't want to buy anything.
Not even a postcard? Then why are you wasting my time?
I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh, great. Well, ask away.
It won't work. The horn is missing.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I just wanted to light this incense.
Absolutely not.
Huh? Why?
Well, obviously the ambience is wrong for this. I need music to enjoy my incense, and incense to enjoy the music.
This isn't going to work.
Hi.
Oh, it's you again. Quickly, on with it.
Do you have a telephone I could use? I really need to call someone in Monaco.
Monaco? No way that's going on my phone bill. There's a telephone booth by the airport.
Then maybe I could borrow some coins for that payphone?
Oh. So your next step is begging?
Lady, I think you have an attitude problem.
Excuse me? I don't have a problem with attitude. I have a problem with you.
My point exactly.
You have quite the attitude. What's the issue here?
Yeah, lady. What's your problem?
Oh, fine. If you really need to know. I usually relax myself with some music and incense before I start the day. You know, so I can be a bit more patient with picky customers and ragged freeloaders, such as yourself. No offense.
Almost none taken.
But my phonograph is broken. I'm suspecting vandalism.
How about I make you a deal? I know a thing or two about repair. I'll fix your phonograph and you'll pay me in coins.
Now you're finally making sense.
Would you mind lighting this incense? I'd love to smell it.
Absolutely not! You've got to be mad.
I'm not. Well, maybe, but it has nothing to do with this request.
What was I thinking? Expecting a simpleton such as yourself to understand it. I can't light the incense because the ambience is all wrong.
I don't see any issues with it.
Of course you don't. To enjoy the subtle fragrance of a top-quality incense, you have to do it over a soothing soundscape for the full experience.
Then put on some music.
I'd love to, but my phonograph is broken.
That's a shame. Maybe I'll figure out a way to fix it.
That would be lovely of you.
I'd better be going.
I agree.
Wait, is that Manfred? How did he get here before me?
He's talking to someone. Maybe we should join them.
Come here, Pascal. Take a look at this contraption.
No worries. I'll fix the generator and
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden. Connect the color-coded inputs and outputs by spinning the nodes.
Sure, I can do that.
Override executed. I'm in.
It's a blank piece of paper. High quality clue. Although, it smells kind of weird. Citrusy.
Weren't you just by the gate?
Yeah, I went looking for you and ended up here.
Are you sure you're not teleporting?
Great joke, Pola.
Yes, a joke. Anyway.
Yes. I want you to meet someone.
Ah, you must be the brave Devoushka Manny was telling me about, no?
I mean...
Tanya, this is Pola. Pola, this is Captain Tanya.
Привет. And your little robot friend?
Hi, I'm Pascal. Nice to meet you, tall, loud lady.
Ha! Harshaw, you are funny little robot.
You and Manfred know each other?
Da, Manny was my student in Petrograd. I taught him everything I knew about aviation mechanics.
Tanya was a great instructor.
Manfred told me lots about you. How smart and pretty. Anyway, I've heard that you're here to fight the Loyalists. I flew here on a mission against them also.
Yeah, you two should probably talk a bit about that. I will leave you to it.
You said you flew here. In an airship?
Da! Arrived just this morning on my mission.
Wait, then maybe you can get us out of here. We need to get to Europe.
Da, I've spoken about this with Manfred. I will be happy to take you with me.
That's wonderful news. My circuits are beginning to freeze out here.
Not so fast. There are problems.
Figures.
Getting out of Long Day is not simple. Many obstacles to overcome. I am sure that together we can do it. We are strong and brave, no?
Is this the famous Russian spirit talking?
Sort of.
Could you lend me some? It would be helpful right about now.
Do not fret, Pola. Together we can do it.
What is this mission that brings you here?
My mission? Chasing these loyalist thugs, of course. I saw them flying by Petrograd and jumped into my Mishka there and then.
Tanya has always been a wild card.
Da, I'm taking, how do you say it? Anticipatory measures.
What does that mean?
You see, little robot, the loyalists obviously came here to spread their lies and disruption. I'm just trying to stop that before it comes to be. For the common good, no? This whole town is full of people who will stand with me against the tyrants.
I'm sorry, but I don't see anyone standing with you right now.
Patience. The people just need a little push in the right direction. No?
You sound like you have something specific in mind.
Da, you are smart, Devoushka. I am trying to incite an uprising among the people.
How exactly are you planning to start that riot?
I'm already halfway there. Earlier today, I went around town talking to people, exposing each of the minions' crimes. Their spies in Russia, the civil war in Germany, the invasion of Poland. looting the world, stealing puppies, and putting wurst on pizza.
I'm pretty sure these last few didn't happen.
It is better for dramatic effect.
That's not truth. That's propaganda.
You say potato, I say potato. The important thing is to shatter people's trust in the loyalists.
To what end?
So that the people can rise up as one and expel the tyrants of the machine. I will be marching with them.
So why haven't you done that already?
The people are not yet convinced. I've stumbled upon, how do you say it, a cultural barrier. These Tibetans are really religious. They don't want to act until they get a signal from the spirits. Oh, I know. Comrade Pola, why don't you try and come up with a sign, Perhaps with that shrine of theirs.
What motivates your fight against the Dominion?
This is a long tale.
I've got some time.
When the Russian Empire had fallen during the February Revolution, a new country was established, you know. But after the dust settled, some discovered that Valkiria's agents interfered. The machine has put its own servants deep within our country's government. So we have started plot against them also, to bring back sovereignty.
What happened? I didn't hear anything about a second revolution.
The Dominion. They somehow knew. Their Valkiria, it is like Rasputin, the fortune teller, no? They exposed our plans. The great idea had ended even before it began. You turn your head for 1 second, and the loyalists are taking what belongs to the people. They dig in, like moles. I can't let this happen here too.
There is something else I want to talk about.
What is it, comrade?
What are those obstacles keeping us from taking off?
2 main ones. The storm and the authorities.
I somehow fear the storm will be the easier of the problems to solve.
Do not fear, Melchik. Together, we will overcome.
I envy your enthusiasm.
So, about those issues. You're saying the storm is keeping us down?
You have to be crazy to fly in these conditions. One lightning, and boom! My Mishka explodes, and we are fried bacon.
Who are those authorities keeping us down?
Well, first on the way, there is local guard. You need a permit to even walk onto the airstrip.
How did you get yours?
Lots of bribes at the border and intimidation.
The famous Tanya method.
Then we need to get rid of Valkiria dogs at the airport too. I propose inciting a revolution here in London.
Aren't there any less radical solutions?
You mean more boring solutions, no?
Let's, change the subject.
What do you need?
Hey, I see you're really good at wood carving. Those little figurines are fantastic.
Spasiba. It helps keeps the hands busy. It's also good use for a knife.
These patterns are so intricate. You're very meticulous.
My papa used to say, do something good or don't do it at all. He had a lot of free time. I can make you something if you'd like, Devushka. Just bring me a good piece of wood and tell me what you want made, yes?
I'll get back to you.
Das Vidanya.
Maybe I can get the container open with this crank.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Whoopsie.
What have you done? Where will I find another crank like that now?
Sorry, I'll replace it, I promise. At least I have this wooden handle. I wouldn't trust him with this. The crank already has a handle. There's really no need for that.
budge. I'll have to find another way to open it. The lid won't budge. I'll have to find another way to open it. Here we go. Wow. And it did. It's a bottle of blue ink. Next best thing to a living squid. Looks like a metal cutting saw. And a pair of sliced handcuffs right next to it. Better that I don't know. Hi there. How are you doing?
What's it to you?
Nothing. It's just you're sitting here alone in a back alley.
Mind your own business, why don't you?
Actually, I'm looking for help getting onto an airship.
Then keep looking. I don't know anything about nothing, understand?
Geesh, fine. I'll leave you to it, mister. Come here, I'm gonna catch you. Whoa there, buddy. Darn, the little birdie's got his personal space issues.
Yes, he seems a bit chirpy. Maybe if you distract him, I'll be able to sneak up and deactivate his defenses.
How would I do that?
He's still following his gathering protocol, albeit a bit erratically. We can use it against him.
I'd better take this. Who knows when we'll have to recognize a wanted criminal?
It's like we're detectives. So exciting.
The one problem with payphones is that you need to pay for the call.
Wait, maybe I have some change in my pockets.
You have pockets?
New password. Noted.
Did you see that? The god took out a piece of paper from that device on the roof.
Yeah, I wonder what that was all about. He's still keeping his guard up.
Unless you can get him out of this feedback loop, there's no catching him without a fight.
Can't you just talk to him or something? You do speak robot, don't you?
Yes, but I don't think he'll listen. He's too focused on his current objective.
So automatons can multitask? Seems like a design oversight.
Well, one can. Valkiria, to be exact. And look how that turned out.
Come here, I'm gonna catch you. Whoa there, buddy. Darn, the little birdie's got his personal space issues.
Yes, he seems a bit chirpy. Maybe if you distract him, I'll be able to sneak up and deactivate his defenses.
How would I do that?
He's still following his gathering protocol, albeit a bit erratically. We can use it against him.
I don't see a resemblance. That would only make a mess. Not an option. I can't just hold the sign in front of him. I need free hands to actually pick him up. Excuse me. Would you be so kind and raise the airport gate?
Sure. Just let me see the C-47 permit.
The what now?
Permit C-47. Stamped and authorized.
Let's assume for a moment I have no idea what that is. Could you explain?
Article 422 of Codex C forbids access to any airship landing zone without a valid entrance permit.
Yes, exactly. I was just testing you.
That's hardly necessary. I know these regulations by heart.
The thing is, I really have to get onto that airstrip. Could you maybe make an exception for me?
How dare you! Encouraging a law officer to forsake his duty.
Maybe we've got off on the wrong foot here. Let me just ask you some questions. How exactly do I get access to the airport?
There is a procedure after which you are issued permit C-47. Then you just have to get it registered and you're good to go.
Right. So... what's the procedure for getting this Permit C?
Permit C-47, as described within Article 422 of Codex C. Yes, it's really simple. You have to file application FC-12 at the nearest transportation department office. After an approval from the central office, you may exchange C5LO referral form for Permit C-47.
Thanks! That was very informative.
Exhaustingly so.
The thing is, I really have to get on that airstrip today. I can't wait for all these procedures.
There's nothing I can do about that. The law is the law.
Like getting blood from a stone. Can you at least tell me what this permit looks like?
It's a small piece of watermarked paper. It has the name of the owner as well as a handwritten signature of the clerk that issued it. It is also vital that the document is stamped with the official Tibetan seal made in green ink.
And how do I register the permit?
The issuing clerk will most likely just call the central office. After providing a valid password, they can add your name to the database.
A database, huh? Thanks.
My pleasure.
I wanted to ask you something else.
Please, go ahead.
What is that device on the roof of your booth? It's the first time I've seen something like that, and I love strange contraptions.
I guess there's really no harm in telling you. It's the receiver for the new security system. It provides the officials all over the country with authentication passwords, so that no unregistered documents can get through.
Oh, that's interesting. Do tell more. How does the system work?
It's a bit complicated.
I like complicated. Complicated is kind of my thing. Lay it on me.
In order to ensure a proper authorization of paperwork, I have to call the central office to confirm that a given document is registered. But we've had some security breaches recently. Frauds trying to register counterfeit permits.
Oh, that's clever. I mean, it's clearly despicable.
With the new system in place, every couple minutes the central office generates a new password and sends it to the outpost via this receiver. Then it's just a matter of reading out the new code from the little paper ribbon whenever I call the office to confirm authorization. As simple as that.
That password system sounds very secure.
It is. Whenever someone tries to access it with an invalid or old password, the network generates a new one. With this new two-factor authentication, there is no way to hack the system.
We'll see about that.
Excuse me.
Oh, nothing. That's enough about the receiver. I see you have a phone over there. I have to make an important call. Would you mind if I use it?
I would, in fact, mind. This telephone is a secure landline to the Central Information Office. Accessing it by third party is strictly forbidden by Resolution C-411.
But it's an emergency.
The payphone is literally across the street.
Fine. I don't need your stupid phone. I've seen a wanted poster over there. Who is this Tashi?
A local criminal, known for making counterfeit documents and forging official signatures. The Loyalists have their fugitives, and we have ours.
So he escaped prison?
Yes. He somehow smuggled a hacksaw into his cell and cut the iron bars at night.
Where the hell did he hide a... You know what? Forget I asked.
Already did.
Be back with the pass.
Certainly. I'll be waiting.
Most methods don't seem to work.
I don't see any screws on the pipe. Perhaps it's time to consider a different angle of attack. I'm in. Now to intercept the note. So this is the super secret message? It's a password. Seems like I hacked right through the security system. Someone should come up with a word for this sort of thing. If I fix the pipe now, the guard will receive a new password, and I'll be left with a useless piece of paper. No way I'm giving away the password after all this trouble. This doesn't seem like a great moment to use the password. That would only make a mess. Hey, Tashi.
What? I mean, who's Tashi? No Tashi here.
Oh, really? So that's not your face on this wanted poster? I gotta say, great sketch. The artist captured your eyes perfectly.
Not so loud, kid.
Don't worry, I won't tell the guard I've seen you. On one condition.
Fine. Just keep your voice down. What is it?
It says here you're a forger.
I prefer to call it archival reproduction. A little hobby of mine.
I need you to make me a credible-looking airport pass.
Lady, my artwork is always credible. It's a near-perfect imitation of life. Of paper. You know what I mean. What kind do you need?
Permit C-47.
Ouch. That one's a toughie.
I'm sure a master artist such as yourself will manage.
On any other day, I'd be inclined to agree. But there are some complications. Force majeure, if you will.
I dropped out of the sky in a burning airplane earlier today, mister. I can handle a few hurdles.
You've got spunk, kid. I like that. As for the issues, the lack of tools, the missing stamp, and the new security system are the main ones. Figure it out, and you'll get yourself to the airport.
What tools do you need?
For one, a quill would be nice. The permit needs a signature, in blue ink to be exact.
A quill? What is this? 18th century France?
Hey, you don't question the genius at work.
Genius is one word for it.
You've already taken the ink from the container over there. That's half of the work done already.
You need a stamp.
I have the canvas. The watermark paper, that is. However, the lawmen snatched my collection of authentic government stamps when they set me on the compulsory vacation.
Prison, you mean? What a great holiday spot.
The C-47 has to be stamped with the green seal, depicting two lions in the wheel of the drama. It's way too complex to paint by hand. But if you manage to get your hands on even approximation, that would suffice. The town guard is kind of nearsighted. Won't notice the fine details.
You've mentioned a security system.
Don't get me started. It used to be that I could write any name on any permit and be done. Once, I even managed to get a loan as Genghis Khan.
That's a life's achievement if I've ever heard one.
Exactly. But now these suits at the central office ruin the fun. They've got this elaborate system of authorizations that makes my head spin. You'll have to register every document in the central office. But to do that, you have to call them and know the right password. And here's the kicker. The code changes constantly, many times a day.
Oh dear.
Oh dear is the right way to put it. You'd have to somehow intercept the code before the guard can reach it and authenticate the documents yourself.
else to ask you.
What? Is this an interrogation? You've got nothing on me.
Relax. Shouldn't you be in prison?
Again, shouldn't you keep your nose out of it? But if you gotta know, I'm currently on a jackrabbit parole.
What's a jackrabbit parole?
I think it means he escaped from jail.
Darn right I did. Prison life's not for me. It restricts my creativity. There's no output for my artistic spirit on the inside.
All that commotion with the Loyalists has to be a great distraction for someone who's trying to go on unnoticed.
You'd think that, but it's not all sunshine and flowers. They're snooping around everywhere, asking a lot of questions. Bunch of weasels.
You think that's bad? They invaded my country a few days ago.
See? This is one difference between small criminals and huge ones. I know my limits. I know how big a piece of a pie I can eat before getting sick. These guys, they want more and more, and they'll tell you they're doing you a favor while robbing you. These Valkiria thugs are the best con men I've seen in a while.
I've gotta go.
See ya.
Hey Tashi, look what I've got.
Is that the password for the central office? How the hell did you get your hands on that?
You have your secrets, I have mine.
Fair enough. Just remember to actually call them.
I was just about to. Hey Tashi, you know anything about secret messages and the like? I need a consultation.
If I start telling everyone about them, they won't be so secret, now will they?
Please, just take a look at this.
I don't have to look. I can smell it. Something's written here in lemon juice.
Ha! I knew it. Wait, lemon juice?
Yeah, it works just like invisible ink. Put it above a flame for a second and you'll see.
Thanks, Tashi.
Just don't burn yourself, kid. Great. You found the ink. Now just dip a quill in it, and I'll be ready to perform my masterwork.
Hi again.
Hey, how can I help you today?
Tell me more about this pet bird of yours.
Yang-Chen! My poor little birdie is more than a pet. He's my friend. And a really clever automaton to boot. He flies around and collects herbs and seeds for me. It usually takes him an hour or so. Today, though, he's missing since early morning. I fear he's got broken or lost. Spirits forbid.
Pola, we have to help this poor robot. If I got lost, wouldn't you try to save me? Why are you not answering?
Just teasing. Of course I would look for you.
Okay, fine. We'll look for him. If I'm to find your Yang-Chen, you'll have to tell me what it is exactly I'm looking for.
He's a small brass automaton, about the size of a pheasant, but, you know, made out of cogs and gears and whatnot.
How does it work?
Yang-Chen's got a pair of visual sensors to recognize the shapes of different seeds and herbs. When he detects one, he's supposed to pick it up and store it in his basket. Repeat until the basket's full, and he comes back here.
Anything else I should know?
Mayhap there's this one teensy thing. He used to be a military recon unit before I took him in. Some of the defense systems are still active.
Oh, great. So he's a dangerous death machine.
Spirits forbid! He wouldn't hurt a fly! Unless in self-defense.
Death machine. Got it. You know, I'll be going quite out of my way to look for your robot.
Of course! I tell you what, you bring me Yang-Chen safe and sound, and I'll provide any spice you need. Free of charge. How's that sound?
I'll be going.
Do come back. Hey, don't take my spices.
Sorry. I have a saying, if life gives you lemons, you don't need them. You're completely fine.
Maybe you don't even like lemonade.
Come on. It's holding tight. No way I can do this without tools.
Why do you want it anyway?
It'll look great on the wall in the trophy room.
The entire vehicle is welded shut. This calls for something a bit more heavy-duty than a screwdriver. Yes! Now, what to do with it?
Oh, I know. We can make a novelty drinking cup.
No cutting necessary.
Sir?
Peace be with you, child.
Peace, man. Hi.
Oh, it's you again.
This town guard wants an airport pass, but I don't know how to get it.
Welcome to the club, honey. I had to get 1,000 permits just to keep this place open.
How'd you get them? You've got to tell me.
Huh. Fair enough. I promise not to tell the loyalists about you, so I expect you to keep quiet.
Of course.
There's this guy in town who can get you any papers you need. I'm sure you'll find him sooner or later. You two seem to be of similar dispositions.
What are you insinuating?
Oh, nothing. Don't mind me.
I'd better be going.
I agree.
Hey, we fixed your photograph.
Most exquisite. Now I will just light up the incense and... Splendid! Oh, I can finally enjoy some music. The atmosphere is just... elevating.
I don't feel elevated. Are you sure it's not just because of the altitude?
Here, take this for the trouble and just let me relax.
Thanks. What's in this incense anyway?
I can't just hold the sign in front of him. I need free hands to actually pick him up. I'm just gonna put it here.
Let's hope that bird sensors won't mind that it's in 2 dimensions.
Working as intended. Go get him, Pascal.
The defensive field is deactivated. Catch him, quick!
Gotcha. Now be a good robot and stay in my pocket for a bit. Let's make a call.
International call. Please wait.
Oui, hello.
Hello? Mrs. Dumont? Is Tamara there?
Oui, she just arrived. Tamara, dear, you have a phone call.
Yes, hello. Oh, thank goodness, Tamara. It's me, Pola. You've arrived safely?
Yes, I'm alright. You can't even imagine how happy I am to hear you. Are you okay? Have you found the key?
Yes and no. So far we've lost our plane. Manfred broke his leg, and I'm planning to overtake an airport.
And I'm missing all this?
I'll tell you all about it later, but right now I need your help. We have a lead on this Earl Grey person. They might have hidden the second piece of the heart in Palace Monte Carlo.
Oh, I know what it is.
Great. Please go there and try to find out more. I'll meet you there as soon as I figure out how to get back to Europe.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. And Paula?
Yes?
Please, be safe.
I'll be fine. The same goes to you. See you in Monaco.
It's a date.
Long to Airport Central. Please provide a valid password.
Sure. It's 5401-WYK.
Haven't I already told you? Oh, wait. That's actually correct. Okay then. What's your request?
Would you kindly register a C-47 travel permit for Pola Zagórska?
No problem. Already on it.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Huh. That went easier than I expected.
Excuse me?
Oh, you're still on the line. Nothing. Goodbye. There seems to be a part missing. I can't make heads or tails of it anyway.
Maybe someone a bit more versed in the local traditions would be able to help you with this.
Hey, look who's here.
Yangchen! My sweet little Yangchen!
He got stuck in a little feedback loop back there, but we've got over it.
I've been worried out of my mind. Oh, look at you. Your basket's all torn up. Thank you for bringing this little munchkin back to me. You have my undying gratitude. You can help yourself with one of the spices.
Well, thanks.
I love a happy ending.
Can I take some of this turmeric?
Sure you can, young lady. You found my little Yangchen. Take whatever you need.
Hi, Yangchen. How are you doing?
Ha!
What? What did he say?
Oh, nothing important.
Let's leave seasoning for later.
Do not steal what's not yours.
Okay. What do you need this feather for, anyway?
It is not your business, newcomer.
That was kind of rude of him. I'm going nowhere if the monk keeps acting all high and mighty.
If only I could get some leverage on him.
Excuse me. This piece of paper smells of lemons, and you've got one right there. And that feather. Is it a quill?
What are you trying to imply? It's just a blank piece of paper. Why don't you just give it to me, so you can be relieved of such distractions?
You seem disturbed about it. Are you perhaps hiding something? Maybe you're not so saint after all.
Without proof, your accusation is as empty as that content on that parchment.
Oh, so you're saying there is some proof to be found? I'll be back. I have to figure out what the deal is with that paper if I want to get an advantage over him.
How would that help me?
And that's exactly my point. If they catch whoever they're looking for, then maybe they'll take care of our escapees too.
May I interrupt?
Surely you don't mean Tashi. He ain't that bad.
You're both missing the point. It's not about what the lawyer... If
they're still not listening. Hey, Tanya.
Привет, девушка. Привет, little robot. How is mission going?
I'll get back to you.
До свидания.
Hey, Tashi. You know anything about secret messages and the like? I need a consultation.
If I start telling everyone about them, they won't be so secret, now will they?
Please, just take a look at this.
I don't have to look.
Ha!
Yeah, it works just like invisible ink. Put it above a...
Thanks, Tashi.
Just don't burn yourself, kid.
I wouldn't trust him with... Wait a second. This smelly incense smoke revealed some drawings on the paper. Looks like blueprints?
It seems to be a diagram for some sort of weather control device. I see! The prayer wheels control anti-G generators hidden in the shrine. Their fields alter the atmospheric pressure and end up producing storms. I wonder what the old monk has to say about this. It's already lit.
Mr. Monk, there's something you should look at.
What is it?
This diagram was written in lemon juice, as if someone didn't want to forget their little secret.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Quite ingenious, using the anti-G fields in the shrine to cause a storm front above the airport.
Fine. You got me. So I caused the storm. But it was only after the Loyalists started bossing the people around.
I knew it!
If not for me, I thought the citizens would at least listen to the spirits.
They don't fear Valkiria, so you'll make them fear the thunder and lightning. Clever.
Yes. If the shrine's chimes rang while the storm subsides, it would be a sign for the people that the spirits are on their side.
Or I could expose you as a fraud.
Out of the two evils, I'll gladly stand by my actions. At least I didn't take over any countries lately. How about a compromise? I'll tell you how to calm the storm, and you take back the stolen prayer wheel from the Loyalist, put it back in the shrine, and complete the ritual.
Ritual? Sounds more like a change of settings.
Read this carefully. Calm the storm, and give the people the sign they need to stand up to the Loyalist.
Hey, since you're done taking cryptic notes in lemon juice, you wouldn't mind if I borrow that quill.
Go ahead, newcomer. I don't have anything more to hide from you anyway.
Turns out, you just have to dip a feather in ink for it to become a quill.
Here you go, your quill. Now, can you write me that airport pass?
Just give me a second. Do not rush the artist. Such a shame I have to sign my artwork with someone else's name. Here you go, kid. You still need a stamp, though.
Thanks. Pleasure doing business with you.
Now buzz off.
I got the travel pass.
There's no stop. Come back when everything is in order.
Not quite.
Hey, Tanya.
Привет, девушка. Привет, little robot. How is mission going?
I'll get back to you.
До свидания.
Manfred?
Yeah?
You never told me you studied in Petrograd.
After the Dominion succession, I have traveled to a lot of different places. That's when I met Tanya. We shared a dislike for loyalists, so she offered to teach me how to fly and maintain an airplane. She has quite a grudge against them.
I'm starting to develop one too, it seems.
What do you think about this place?
It's strange. They have these huge anti-gravity generators, and the whole city is connected to the network. On the other hand, there are religious symbols everywhere, and the architecture is decades old. It is like the town is stuck between identities, yeah? Tradition and innovation.
What's wrong about that?
Magic is getting philosophical again. It is just because of the air here. Higher altitude, less oxygen. You should hear him in the cabin when his first plane lost pressure. It was like listening to Dostoevsky.
Sorry?
How's your leg?
Doesn't hurt as bad anymore. But don't expect me to do any running anytime soon.
No worries, Mandy. I will carry you.
That won't be necessary.
Please do. I really want to see this. I wanted your advice on something.
Yeah, go ahead, Pola.
Oh, this storm is really getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I've heard the people here say it's some sort of curse.
You don't seriously believe that, do you?
The thing is, storm clouds at this altitude, this time of year, localized entirely above the airport. All I'm saying is that perhaps there is something more to it than just a weather anomaly. You should keep a lookout for anything out of the ordinary. It is worth investigating.
If you say so. The guard at the airport won't let me through, unless I show her some sort of permit.
Yeah? I don't remember the rules ever stopping you. Maybe it's not so much a question of if you get the permit, but how you get it.
Are you suggesting something illegal? A forgery, perhaps?
I would never. Your father would kill me if he knew I was persuading his daughter to break the law.
Well, we'll worry about that once we find him safe and sound. I think that's it for now.
Anything else on your mind?
I wanted your advice on something.
Yeah, go ahead, Pola.
I think that's it for now.
Anything else on your mind?
I'm gonna get back to it. That makes no sense to me. I wouldn't trust him with this. Hey, Tashi.
Stop using my name. I'm trying to keep a low profile, okay?
I've gotta go.
See ya.
I wouldn't. That is definitely not a coin slot.